Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Hey, welcome to the Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. You know, in some of our previous episodes, we've talked about strategic vision. We've talked about don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about this concept of visualizing this vision that you have, being able to kind of see it inside your head, if that's possible, right? And so one of the things I like to do is kind of write down that visualization. So I'll give you an example of a supply chain visualization as we were building UPS Supply Chain Solutions, and we were putting together these companies through acquisitions. What was the vision we were trying to accomplish? And so I'll just give you what I wrote down in those days, which was my visualization was a thriving business where our resources, activities, information, people and technologies are developing high quality products, loyal customers, and building a brand awareness and making a profit, obviously. And so if you think about it, there's a lot there. But the key was, it comes back to, as we talked about in Balanced Leadership, talks about your customers, right? Loyal customers. It talks about your people, our resources and activities, information and people and technology. Those are all people. And then it talks about the ownership and taking ownership, and that's making a profit, being a profitable organization, which is so important. So for me, that was my visualization of what we were trying to be. And then I laid out some ideas how we would do that. And for me, it was the best leaders in our organization I wanted them to possess creativity to generate new ideas. And part of what I needed to do was accept those ideas. It may not have always been exactly the way I would do it, but I had to make it easy enough for them to come to me with new ideas. I wanted innovation to successfully implement new ideas. I wanted people to think outside the box. I didn't want them ever to be afraid to bring me a new idea. And I wanted to have the leadership style, and I wanted our people to have leadership styles that eliminate uncertainty, because now we're starting a new piece of business. So I wanted them to know that, you know what, we're going to do this together. We're going to make mistakes, make them slow, make them fast, but let's move on. And I wanted to do it with a unique, inclusive employee culture. And so for me, that's how I laid it out, what our vision was going to be from a business perspective and how we were going to do it through our people. And I think that laying it out that way not only makes it easier for you to describe to your people or work with your people on it, but it also then gives you a way to track how you're doing. I think the visualization process gives you the opportunity as well to communicate better, to be able to, because you have to communicate your vision. And so when it's laid out like that, for me at least, it always made it easier for me to do that. So today we talked about visualization. We've talked about building that, kind of that strategic process you go through. We talked a little bit about those significant events and how to build goals. So today, this visualization, I think, is a great next step in this process. Till we talk again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the Leadership Library. Be safe. Talk to you soon.